quickly transfer back into Spaceflight Simulator. Alright, and we are live in Spaceflight Simulator. Our goal today is to get to Mars. So, let's see what we can do. So we're going to hit play, and we're going to go back into Test Career, which we've been playing for a little while. Apparently we've got something in orbit, so let's hit resume. And let's see what's going on. Oh, apparently we've got a launch going on. Oh, yes, I apologize. This was for the thumbnail for the last video. You may notice my thumbnails are not in a vertical, they're in horizontal. Alright, we will go back to the build, and our goal today is actually to get... excuse me, I apologize. Our goal today is to get something, at least, to... Let's go to Jupiter. Let's see if we can get through Jupiter's atmosphere. Well, let's not see if we can get through Jupiter's atmosphere, but let's see... Let's see if we can land on one of Jupiter's moons, maybe. And let's see if we can land a crewed spacecraft on one of Jupiter's moons. So let's see. We'll need parachute, heat shield, and that, as usual. So that's pretty basic. We're going to go with a pretty large fuel tank this time, as well as a slightly more powerful engine, actually. Because we got this. This is technology that we unlocked in the last stream. Let me quickly move me over here so that I've got some room to go. We're going to go symmetry, and we're going to go landing legs on the capsule, just like so. Let's just quickly make sure that those clear the engine. And they do just about. So actually what I might do here is I might actually... Oops. I might actually go ahead and clip another small fuel tank in here and put the engine in that so that we can put the legs down here. Yes. Okay. And then that should clear it, I believe? Yes. Good amount of clearance there. Alright, I will, however, empty this fuel tank. One, for mass reasons, and two, just to make it more realistic. Because we've got the engine there, and there shouldn't be fuel in that space. Alright, so let's go ahead and put a decoupler on this. In fact, we're going to build an 8-wide rocket, I believe. So let's go ahead and put an 8-wide decoupler on this. Good. And we'll actually build a fairing up from here. So we'll go fairings, we'll go 8-wide fairings, and we'll just build this up. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. In fact, from there we should be able to... Whoa, that's way too big. I might actually be able to just put this here. Yep, there we go. Alright, so this is what we're going to be sending to Jupiter. In fact... Yeah, this is what we're going to be sending to Jupiter. We'll go... We're going to do something slightly more interesting here, though. Because I think I might want to see if I can find one of Jupiter's moons that actually has an atmosphere. So I'm going to go ahead and put a heat shield below that. And we're going to put another decoupler below that. So, effectively, this entire thing will be entering Jupiter's atmosphere. In fact, let me go ahead and use the fairing heat shield, like so. Oh, actually, that's not going to work, is it? Nope, it needs to be that heat shield. I don't know what the fairing heat shield is for, to be honest. I don't think you can actually use it for anything. Hey, 7 people watching. Hello, everyone. Hi there. Is your name Zaya? Apologies if I've mispronounced that. I am afraid I cannot see your actual name. Yeah, so goal is to get to Jupiter. So I think I've already said this. So let's go ahead and finish building this rocket. Oh, is it not? Oh, Isaiah. Hello, I apologize. I hope Isaiah is how you say your name. I apologize if I'm wrong. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oops, that's not a good engine. We'll use this engine. Good rocket, thank you very much. We've unlocked a lot of these parts in the last episode, so I think it's time to use them. Let's go ahead and... put another decoupler below that. We'll add a couple large fuel tanks down here. In fact, we'll actually then add an engine mount, like so. And we will add 3 large rocket engines. In fact, I think I've got... I do. These. If they'll fit. And they will, but it doesn't look very good. So I can do this to make sure that they all fit. And in the clip up at the top, it's not actually going to matter. The game's aerodynamics don't really care. Or not aerodynamics, just dynamics, I guess. It does fit. Hello, Veronica. How are you doing? Let's see. All right, I'll deal with the engine problem later. In fact, let's just get rid of this for now. I'm not sure I like that. Just subscribed. Thank you, Isaiah. I appreciate it. Hello, Anglo-American Productions. Good to see you again. You're a very, very constant viewer, aren't you? Glad to have you. Here we go. Select everything. And there we go. So now we've got some RCS in there. I'm doing good. Glad to hear that you're doing well as well. CSFS Live and you click. Ah, yes. I do remember. All right, let's see. We'll go... Do you know what? We'll actually go 4 wide again, and we'll do something like this. And then... You can... Let's see. Engines. Well, how much thrust-to-weight ratio does this give us? If I do this... Ooh, 1.63. So we don't actually need any additional engines. That gives us all the engines we need. I'm not sure I like the way it looks, though. So do you know what? I am going to do it this way, but I'm going to move it down and I'm going to add yet another fuel tank there. And we'll see how that looks. So let's see, if I add another fuel tank here, what's our thrust-to-weight ratio then? It's still 1.2. Alright. So, what do you reckon, guys? Do you think this is enough to get us to Jupiter? The goal is to get to Jupiter. Actually, Anglo-American Productions, good timing. Our goal is to go up to Jupiter, and we're going to try to land on Titan or Europa, whichever moon actually exists in the game. I think they both might. I've never actually been to Jupiter before in the game, so kind of a noob there. Add an SRBs. I could add an SRBs. What I'm actually thinking is I might make this sort of a heavy rocket. Looks like a Delta IV heavy, so might as well. Yep, that's what I was thinking actually. I was just about to say I might actually add some liquid fueled boosters. So if I just grab this and copy it and put it on the sides like so, there we go. In fact, we'll take that off because even though this isn't accurate to the Delta IV Heavy, we're not necessarily trying to build a Delta IV Heavy. It's just kind of of it. Here we go. We'll add on some decouplers. There we go. Might as well paint it like a Delta IV though, yeah? Let's see. How does it look with an orange paint job? Not too bad. What do you got? Should I paint the nose cones as well? Give me a sec, I need to rub my hands, it is freezing. Alright, what are you guys thinking? How's this rocket look? Looks like a Delta IV Heavy? Ah, that's what you said earlier, I apologize. Let's go ahead and color the nose cones as well. We'll do that. Actually, what I'm thinking is if I move these up to here and some slightly different fuel tanks like these, then I can get that little white line that the Delta IV Heavy has. I don't know why I'm trying to build a Delta IV Heavy now, but I mean, I guess that's what happens. So, those go all the way out. Alright, so there we go. We've got a Delta IV Heavy. See if we can get to Jupiter, I guess. I'm not fond of this. I'm changing it back to white. Alright, so we need stages. We'll light engines at the same time. That should be fine. Then we separate the boosters, like so. Then, in fact, actually around that time we probably want to... Oh no, the fairing stays on. That's right. Alright, so around that time we want to separate this, and these. Then we separate this. So this stage, that does mean that this stage with the liquid fuel engines are going to have to actually put us into orbit around Jupiter and actually deorbit us onto the moons, because the engine... Let's fix that. Here, let's fix that. Just grab this quick and add another small stage to it. So turn off symmetry for now, and we will go to basics again. We'll make another small stage inside this stage. Oh, Are you not gonna... Here, if I do... There we go. Oh, no, doesn't want to. Alright, let me just move this over here for now. I might actually have to adjust the fairing slightly. But here, yeah, if I just do... in fact... Yeah, there we go. If I do something like that, then I can actually shift the rocket up. I apologize for the noise. It is windy out here. Alright, that should work, I believe. So let's keep trying it. Then let's see. So, alright. Stage, and then that. Yep. Yeah, let's just make it clear which interstage that is. There we go. Then we separate that. And yeah, that should be fine. And then we want to separate the fairing and the heat shield. And actually, realistically, that as well. So let's not separate the heat shield. We'll just separate the fairing and the decoupler. Alright, so that should be it. In fact, actually, I need this engine as well. And that, and that. Oop, that. There we go. Alright. So the legs I'm just going to have to deploy manually. Should be fine. And yeah, so let's see how this does. We've got a thrust weight ratio of 1.62, which is absolutely ridiculous and far higher than we need. So we're going to have to throttle fairly low on ascent so that we can actually have a pretty efficient one. Let's go ahead and launch. All right, we ready? Can we get a countdown, chat? Can we get 3, 2, 1, go? No countdown? Alright, we'll just throttle up to 75%. Oh, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. Let's go. Oops. There we go. Liftoff. Here we go. Alright, so we're going to follow a pretty bog standard trajectory, to be honest. Same trajectory that I followed on the other flights, just following about half of what the indicator tells us to be flying at. Again, I started flying this trajectory because it worked for the Falcon rockets in order to recover them, and it works well for pretty much every other rocket as well. Lean over just there. You can see the boosters are running out of fuel faster than the core stage, which is good. Oops, start pitching over to 15. Oh, I guess we need to pass 15 now, don't we? We need to get over to 22.5. Alright, now we need to go to 30. I apologize, by the way, if my mic is kind of cutting out here. The wind kind of picks up, and I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about it. I am outside. I can't go inside because all of my family are asleep. But, you know. Alright. Let's check our apoapsis and see where it is. It is outside the atmosphere now, so let's actually start pitching over almost sideways. There we go. So we want to put a lot more of our energy now into getting more horizontal velocity, so that because basically our trajectory is now going out of the atmosphere, so we want to be missing the planet when we fall back. Alright, now we are officially in space. Start tilting the rocket down more. Here we go. Okay, I've made this thing far more efficient than it needs to be. Alright, and the boosters are out of fuel now, so separate those and keep going. Let's point down more. Try to bring our apoapsis back towards us. Might be too late now. Oh, no, here it comes. And we are circularized in orbit. There we go. Okay, so now we want a trajectory out to Jupiter, so let's go ahead and set that up. Let's see, where is Jupiter right now? Probably should have launched at a transfer window, but that's alright. We'll just go ahead and set that up, and we'll go to the transfer window. Let's have a look back at our spacecraft, see what it's doing. Yeah, we can't focus on it. Moving too fast. Alright, here we go. Okay, zoom back down. Let's see where our rocket is and what we need to be doing. So go ahead and point back up slightly. Big rocket, the speed of the rotation will change once we drop the massive core stage of the rocket that we still have with us. Here we go. Alright, good. Now we want to warp around to the transfer window. There we go. Throttle up to full and start burning. I doubt this stage will get us out of Earth's sphere of influence, although it might. I don't know. It's a pretty powerful rocket, and it's burning quite well. And far more efficiently than I thought it would. Alright, that's that. So now we ditch that stage, and we light those engines. And these ones should take us out to Jupiter. Here we go. An actual Delta IV Heavy. Imagine if I made an actual Delta IV Heavy. Yeah, it's kind of outside of my... As much fun as that would be, that's kind of outside the realm of my capabilities, isn't it? Here we go. Should see our orbit line appearing shortly. How much of our energy is being used just to get us... Could make a scale one. I mean, this is true. Like an Estes model rocket type deal. I still don't get this. Kind of concerning. What is going on with our orbit line? Oh, we got an encounter with the moon. We have an encounter with the moon. That's phenomenal. All right. Well, we'll allow. I guess we'll just let the Delta V counter get to 0. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. Oop, all right. Let's just turn the engine off. There we go. And let's see what trajectory we're on after we escape the moon. So we'll go to the escape and we'll just time warp to it. There we go. And we will escape. Okay. So let's see what our trajectory is. Are we going to encounter Jupiter? It looks like we will. Thankfully, Jupiter is pretty forgiving. It has a massive sphere of influence. In fact, that's actually quite a good encounter. So if I turn my engine back on and throttle up slightly... Oh yeah, we're actually... Alright. We would be heading the wrong way. So let's go back to my little triangle, wherever it is. In fact, let's actually go ahead and we will end navigation to Jupiter because, well, we're there. Let's go ahead and face my little triangle backwards and we'll try to get a closer orbit around Jupiter. Here we go. Alright, that's perfect. Just like that. Good. Okay. And now we go to Jupiter and we see what we can do. In fact, we might see if we can go for Europa encounter. But that's not going to happen yet. So let's see. End navigation to Europa and throttle up slightly. Let's see if we can get a Europa encounter that just kind of... Oh, we can get a Ganymede encounter. Let's do that. Alright, let's start time warping so that we don't lose that encounter, because that's a thing that can happen. In fact, let's actually check our Ganymede encounter and see if we're going to hit it. This is Ganymede, right? Yeah, it is. Is our encounter... Alright, we have an encounter around Jupiter, and then we get another encounter. It doesn't tell me what my encounter does at Ganymede, though, which is a bit of a problem, actually. Let's go ahead and time warp up to the encounter. Sure, we'll just time warp there. Here we go. Here we go. Long journey out to Jupiter. Very long journey out to Jupiter. Should, I believe, but of course the goal is to land on Europa, so that's what we're going to do. In fact, the game doesn't actually calculate. I was going to suggest, well, I could try getting a gravity assist around Europa and trying to circularize us, but the game does not calculate that far out. Give me 1 second. Hello, the SFS Gamer. How are you doing? Alright, so I have actually realized, as much as I would like to keep that Ganymede encounter, I do also want to circularize around Jupiter. So let's go ahead and fix our craft on a trajectory for that. What am I doing? I'm trying to... The goal is to land on Europa. I currently have a Ganymede encounter that I was intending to actually take, but I've realized that that's not going to let me circularize. So for now, I'm just going to time warp to a point around Jupiter's periapsis, and I'll circularize around Jupiter, and then from there, I guess we can go to whatever celestial body around Jupiter we want. Alright, we are circularized around Jupiter. Let's see if we can bring our orbit down. Keep the apoapsis around, I think Callisto should be safe. Oh, but I am getting encounters with Europa, and in fact, if I hit navigate to Europa, then it actually wants me to... Let's do that! Let's go ahead and do that. So now what? We're going to... the goal is to actually get an encounter with Europa, which I may have just missed. Give me 1 moment. I am not sure the game knows what's going on. Let's time warp past this. What's happening here? For people watching the stream, excellent. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I do not think that the game knows what's happening, but let's see what happens if I do this. Oh, we do actually get an encounter with... Is that with Europa? It is indeed. In fact, it's hitting Europa, so let's go ahead and throttle up slightly. Alright, and we will time warp to here. Hopefully that's not traveling too quickly, so that we actually have time to reorient the spacecraft and get into orbit. Oops, where are we? Here we go. Alright, we are moving quite quickly. It's also a straight line path, which is far, far less than ideal, but, well, you take what you can get. So here we go. We're at full throttle right now. And the intent is to try to circularize. In fact, I might actually try to get us a little bit closer to periapsis. Here we go. And let's throttle all the way up. I apologize for the sound of wind. I imagine it's making my mic quality sound absolutely terrible, but there's nothing I can do about it. Alright, so now we need to press that and that. And hopefully we can circularize. Seeming like a no. Definitely seeming like a no. And we're out of fuel. Alright, so the rocket that I built is not efficient enough. Let's revert to build. We haven't been... How long have we been going? I hope it hasn't been too long. Let me check. 25 minutes. Alright, let's try this again. So this rocket is not powerful enough, unfortunately. So what can we do? Do you know what? I do actually have an idea. Let's start again. Do you guys have any recommendations for rockets you'd like to see from me? Because my idea currently is just to kind of overbuild a rocket, like way, way overbuild it. But if you guys have a specific rocket you'd like to see me build, then by all means suggest it and I'll see what I can do. fact, we'll leave the fuel in that stage this time. And we will get landing legs. Titan 2E. Oh, the rocket launches the Voyagers. Unfortunately, my goal here is to land crew. And there's just... The Titan rockets are just not really powerful enough to do that. Although I could try. Do you know what? Yeah, let's give it a go. So we will kind of undo all of this actually. Well, I still need the heat shield. So let's put the heat shield back on and 3E. Okay. That's one of the solid rocket boosters, yes? Oh, N1 and Saturn V, the SFS Gamer. If this doesn't work, I'll do those next. Alright? How's that sound? Or you guys can just have a duel in the comments and see which one wins. But for right now, I'm going to be attempting to build a Titan rocket. Is this the right size for the kind of pokey outy bit? No, I think it needs to be smaller. I think it needs to be like that. Yeah. This is the first time I've actually gone for kind of aesthetics. Building in career mode. It's kind of nice to have the freedom to, I guess. Alright. Color that dark gray. And I might actually go for... Where is it? Is it an other? Ah, yes. So I might go for a docking port. In fact, if I can clip that into the parachute, that'd be good. There we go. Alright. I do have DLC, yes. So, unfortunately, this is not going to be stock game, I'm afraid. That's Gemini. I thought the Mercury capsules had this as well, didn't they? Or am I mistaken? Oops. I apologize, I couldn't make out what that last comment said to the SFS Gamer. Oh. Alright, well I don't want that, so I guess we'll be doing this. Good. We'll put engine here for full. Here we go. Oh yeah, good point actually, the SFS Gamer. Let's go ahead and empty the fuel tanks. We definitely don't need in these. This one will stay full rather because it... How old am I? I am 22. Let's see. Alright, go ahead and flip this over. Here we go. Good. You're 8? Well, welcome to the stream. Alright, there we go. Let's color all these red. Or orange. In fact, I could actually use... I do have the expansion pack, so I could use this. But I like building it out of actual in-game parts. Do you know what? I'll try to avoid using DLC parts as well for this. So, basic and 6-wide are all that I'll use. I believe you can clip like this in the base version, yeah? I think you can. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what the Titan looked like. Silvery rocket, right? In fact, if I'm going for... Do I have the full DLC? Yes, I do. Let me see. If I'm going for the... Alright, I am going to use one DLC. No, you know what? We're just going to ignore the retro rockets because we don't need them. So we're just going to ignore the retro rockets, and I'm going to assume that the Titan rocket was kind of... maybe 4 kind of ringed silver bits, like so. I'll color that dark gray, I think. Then I believe the interstage here was... I'll use this engine for it. And I'll clip a fuel tank into it to make it look a little bit nicer, like so. There we go. Hello, Mike MSA Records. How are you doing? Good to have you. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. I couldn't quite make it out. I think I got it right. I apologize if I didn't. We'll go with... Oops, that's not the color scheme that I wanted. I wanted this one. There we go. Good to hear. And let's see. Something like this. Don't know how many to do down. Do that many. I'm doing good, thank you. Glad to hear that you're doing well as well. There we go. Is this what the Titan 2 looked like? I'm questioning myself all of a sudden. I'm sorry, the Titan 3. Is this what it looked like? I feel like I've done it wrong. You're the only one? Oh, is everyone else... Oh, there's a couple other people in here. Let's see. Okay. Good. Put this on the side, and copy it, and flip it, and put it on the other side. Then move the whole thing up, and then take all of this. Good. Gonna put it here. Ooh, in fact, I don't know if this is gonna work, because I think the bottom of the rocket might want to, yep, do that. Okay. Good. Very good. Well, can I clip these? Hang on. Can I clip this into here? Like so. There we go. It doesn't look the best, but it will work. And can I put 2 of these engines on it like so? Don't have the thrust weight ratio to get us off the ground, but I mean, it was never going to. That's why the Titan 3E had solid rocket boosters. Will those engines destroy each other? That's kind of an important question. Can those engines coexist like so? In fact, will they be getting fuel like that? Or do I need to move these down again? Or do I need to move the engines up, rather? Because I can't really move that down. Actually, if I move this up... If I move these up... Actually, if I move these up, then I can just get rid of this. There we go. You have a tutorial on how to make an LES? Nice. Let's see. Alright. I guess we should do the solids now. And these solids, yeah, the actual solids are just not big enough. So I'm thinking let's use these. Okay. Something like that, and then actually I feel like I've done it wrong. I don't think this is... I think I've done the Titan completely wrong. I apologize. I'm afraid I really don't remember what it looks like. And also, this isn't going to get us to... thingy. It's not going to get us to Jupiter. I don't think it's even going to get us to the planet. Let alone into a circular... thingy. So I might actually try... Saturn 5 or an N1, if you guys prefer. I can always just launch this one if you want to see it, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to do what we need. So I'll leave that up to you guys. Yeah, that's all I can really do. So, all right. Guess we might as well launch this. It's not a very good rocket, is it? All right. A disgrace, actually. Oh, I have not done a good Titan. I apologize. I very much apologize. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what it can do. We got liftoff. Let's see. Hello there, the Red Diamond. How's it going? Our goal for this stream is to land something on Europa's surface. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it, the Red Diamond. I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, as I said, the goal is to land something on Europa's surface. Someone requested the Titan 3E, which this very much unfortunately does not resemble, and I apologize to the person who requested that. I believe was the SFS gamer. And it's definitely not going to get us to Jupiter at all. But it was my attempt at it, so I figured might as well launch it, see what happens. I think it will get us into orbit, which is good. There we go. Alright, and then when the quote-unquote solid rocket boosters run out of fuel, we can ditch them. See if anyone other than you is streaming SFS. Yes, I am streaming SFS! Go to see another one. I was unaware that this was a game that people really streamed, but I mean, it seems to do well, surprisingly, so. Yeah, oh, by the way, if any of you were present for the attempted Minecraft stream earlier, if any of you have watched it since, I do apologize for what happened. I'm not 100% sure what happened. I think that, but I do hope that isn't the case. Alright. Separate the core stage and we can go again, and we can ditch the... Oops, that didn't separate. We're just going to destroy ourselves. There we go. Well, now we can re-enter, I guess. Yeah, there's no point to continuing this launch. Okay, I apologize to whoever requested the Titan. That was my attempt. It sucks. It didn't work, and I apologize. I'll look at more images of the Titan 3E and see if I can put together a better replica of it, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and move on to the Apollo. So I actually want... I'm going to use DLC parts here. We're going to go with... Oops. No, I actually do want a basic fuel tank. And then we want... I'm going to put 2 parachutes on top of it so that they don't do that. There we go. And then I want a large docking port on top of that. And I want an 8 wide heat shield. Oops. 8 wide heat shield to expand the bottom of it. And then if I grab this, then... Oh, the capsule's actually not visible. So I will do this instead. Just to grab another capsule. Good. Put the tank back on. Alright. Now we got windows. There we go. Then we'll color this silver. Okay. I'm actually going to try shifting this down onto the parachutes. I hope that works. It may not. If it doesn't, then oh well. I am trying to see what you see. Play chat on YouTube, but so oh well. We'll go with one of these, and then one of these, and then one of these, and one of these. And then we want the engine. So let's see. Engines, we've got this giant engine, which is about right for the Apollo capsule. Oops, oh dear. Oh dear. Go on, I want you to... Okay. If we just do this, then we can put this on afterwards. And then we can clip it all together. There we go. Okay, I'm trying to remember how to color this. I believe these two should be dark gray, this should be silver, and these two, I think they should be striped like so. Maybe this one upside down like that, and then Should this one be white? I think it should be white, actually, and then this one maybe also silver? I think that's right. In fact, maybe this like so. It's good enough, I suppose. Alright, let's go ahead and put these on. Oh, in fact, I just realized I'm doing this wrong. I don't want it to be 8 white, I don't want it to be 6 white. We need to kind of start again. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. And we will go with a 6 wide heat shield instead. So 6 wide heat shield, just like so. Then if we do that, then we only want the one capsule, so we do that. Actually, I can't think of what to build for this. It is entirely too cold to actually think properly right now. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to make a plan right now while I'm live to actually go live with this again tomorrow to continue this. I apologize that I didn't really get anything done this stream. That's not very good, but yeah, I'm actually going to end this one here because it's just entirely too cold for me to for me to keep streaming and keep a level head. So I'm going to start walking home. This is going to be the end of this one, I'm afraid. Apologize that, again, nothing really happened. I will leave this one up because we did go to Jupiter, it just didn't work. And yeah, so next stream, definitely landing on Europa because that's like absolute plan. If we don't land on Europa next stream, then that's just absolute failure. But we will land on Europa. I will build a rocket, no matter what it takes, that can put at least something on Europa. Maybe not a manned space capsule. I might leave that behind and just go for a probe. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close the stream here. So if you've enjoyed this one for some reason, then please consider dropping a like and subscribing. It does mean a lot to me, and it really does help the channel out. If you have already subscribed, then you're one of my favorites. I love you so much. Thank you. And yeah, that's going to be where I close this one off. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.